Senguye umsombuluko mbukela ngumukele ngithatha silethuba ke ngimukele nabo bonke labasivulele kulesikhathi sanyano labasibukela ka YouTube nalabasibukela ku Yesco channel. Igama lami ngiphathizwe Msibi sisehlelweni Libhola Eswatini. Utabe ke ngihleli nawe kuleli hour lelilandzelako lelitako lapho sibe sikhulumisa khona indzaba yebhola leyendekile lapha kulempela somfo lapha ekhaya imidlalo ya MTN Premier League. Lese iya ngasemaphethelweni very interesting fixtures eladlalile kulempela somfo lesisuka kuye lapho khona besikhathele okunenge and of course kube naleyo mdlalo lengakakhona ukuchubeka ngendzaba yalo litulu lelinile ekakhulu lapha Highlanders enhlangana lebelishane tangqotho letsetulu kakhulu. So imidlalo yagcine ingakaqedzelwa I think 3 games yonke langakakhona ukudlala ukuthi iphela sibe sikhulumisa ke kubuka ukuthi ngabe nyalo kuyiwapi ekusuka lana. Sikhuluma ke ngaleyo ledlalile of course siyathi ukuthi interest enkulu kakhulu nyalo top 4 ne bottom 4 as you know officially kuthiwa kutawudla emidlalo lemithathu. Idlalile Leopards nayo iTambuti khona emhlume lapho khona ikhonile kunqoba. Idlalile Buffalo neTenba Sundowns khona eMayaluka rather is it Mayaluka idlalile kwathi yadlala nayo imbabana Highlanders naMalanti lapho khona nakhona kube nalominye I'll say I don't want to say umsindo but kube nekuphazamiseka kwaleminye imidlalo logcina nakhona elobodlala wayo iMalanti nayo imbabana Highlanders controversy decisions sibe siwakhulumisa ukuthi ngabe kuphelele phi leyo nje clip loyibonako nyalo ukuthi iphelele phi but ke ngito letinye imfo lesibe sikhulumisa kulo lehlelo. Of course mina I'll just pose the questions on behalf of a loyal viewer, but the person who's responsible for all the answers, who's responsible for all the facts, opinion, you call them whatever you want to call them, it's Linda Master Tlamin. Of course,
ngiyabonga Phathizo ukungimukela ehlelweni lakho ngikutfollow ukukhulumisa ma loyal viewers. Phathizo, I'm happy because njengoba ngihlale ngisho ukuthi for me for us ema neutrals thina sihlala nje sibukele setiya ngemtshawa endvoda idawubanja ngileshone nayo kakhulu but ke nje kulama games la ngadlala I feel like kukhona timvu letingahambi kahle because udlala sone pressure wathi ukuthi lo computer nabo sebanqobile nawe sekudzinga a must win for some and a must win.
Yeah, every game is a must win master, but now maso wathi ukuthi lo mflengi computer nayo sovela una 3 points ekiki
uyakhameka kakhulu but nje ngicabanga ukuthi into tonke letinvu leto and kungenteka ngiyakhumbula ngalomnye umnyaka ukuthi wathi uyahlinza lomnye babuhlinza inkomo yasuke nje lenyongo yabe sesayicithekela lanyameni inyama ke isuke seyonakele ke lapha kungenteka kwendeke lokho
kulama replays but sitafika kwema replays esibuka wona ama results master because we'll start with the results and see ukuthi kahle what are we talking about ukuthi kunema games la njani kunema games la njani la ngaphelanga but of course kulawo ladlala laphela master tinyosi sibets and I'll keep saying this sikhulume kanengi ngesibets icala kahle ithuse everyone well igcine ibile seyiwalk ngasandisi tinyonto elwandle.
Phathizo kukhona lemvo lengisayenda Sibets Malanti Chiefs Manzini Wanderers Denver Sundowns those 4 teams ngenda i-research tsite khona letimvu lengisafuna ukubuka lama performance lama teams yes nalama ngithola ke nama expected la khona la ekhaya lata sita but kule result le tinyosi ngicabanga ukuthi but good result for them kuthola ukuwina 1-0 against Sibets. In fact njoba ngihlale ngisho ukuthi nyalo nge-second round uyayilwela ukuthi at least ulishayele lo goal bese usuyahamba protect bakhonile uyithola result bona against Sibets. For Sibets sishilo le inconsistency iyachubeka kule team ya Sibets. 1 week bawina 5 amagoli, 1 week badliwa 1-0 tinyosi. So ngicabanga ukuthi nakhona bayidzinga le consistency ukuthi all the players bahlale baperform but letinye tetinto takhona ke Phathizo indlela labajima ngayo but lo singiyokurevela sekuphelele season sengicedzele na le study some but otherwise good result for itinyosi.
Milling Hotspurs draw 2-2 nayo i Rangers both teams akekho safe from relegation.
big result for Rangers.
Yeah.
Yes. But for Emily Hotspurs ngicabanga ukuthi nakhona because njengoba usho ukuthi abasiko safe lo mnye bangicabanga ukuthi the way Emily Hotspurs ledlala ngayo maybe bangayithola results against Rangers. Rangers ikhulule umcicisho wabo last week.
Yeah, nakhona lapha sekune controversy.
Uyabona
Sasamxoshi hayi simxoshile hayi akabuye sikhulume.
Diningi letimvo letivelile kuthiwa kahle kahle thina coach kuvele kabi bese ngakamhambisi but tonke letinvo leto ngicabanga ukuthi they disturb camp ye team le fighter relegation ye team lesafuna ukuthi idlale. This is the only team yaseshiselweni le khona ka Premier League, so ngicabanga ukuthi for abantu baseshiselweni it's big ukuthi kube ne team ka Premier League, but for le results le ngicabanga ukuthi that 1 point for Rangers a major boost, but 2 points drop for Milan Spurs.
Manzino versus for Master. The first round I think was negative 5 goals. Was it not 3-2 the scoreline? Go first round lebe idlala lapha Prince of Wales. Lapho yanqoba khona Manzino, but now sibona a goalless draw kulona mdlalo. What can you say about the game? Yes, Mopina missed the penalty. Kule game lena they had chances, they couldn't take them. What can you say?
Nakhona Partizan ngicabanga ukuthi iManzini Wanderers nabuka the way lese iphike iform ngayo. One will say ukuthi bebangayiwina le game le, but again i-team lenjengevovovo lena coach lo khona ukudrilako lo khona ukuthi ema tactics akhe awathole abekahle. Ngicabanga ukuthi bonga igatsa vele i-draw. Yes, the things letendekako behind the scenes, more especially kuvovovo ukuthi ema reports athi sebede director lokusikhuluma uyabona, so ngicabanga ukuthi letinvo leto ebadlalini, because if future ebadlali Phathizo kumcwa kakhulu ukuthi ungumdlalo wathi ukuthi i-future yami imaphi next season istabe sikuphi if side director. So ngicabanga ukuthi letinvo leto, but for iManzini Wanderers lokungaluzi ngicabanga ukuthi nakhona it's a good result because bazama ukuthi le spirit noma le momentum ihlale ikhona.
It's ibhola Master, I'd say ngendlela leshintsha ngayo quickly, it's so funny and strange. Ngoba ukuthi at some point Wanderers yadlala 8 games without a win.
Yes.
Nyalo sayidlale 6 games. Ya winner 4, yadliwa inye draw 1.
Yes.
Quite an impressive 10 of events, ne?
Kakhulu. Ku Phathizo kushintsha tingqondo tebadlala. Angihlale ngisho lokuthi once badlali bakho abawina as a coach the technical bench badlalela le team base nana nawo bakudlalela, because labanye bo coaches yabantu ukuthi labanye bo coach basebenzisa a different style of coaching, uyabona. Lele starts mina coach ngiya detector la ngiyakhuluma ukuthi kwendekana, bese sekuba nalabanye bo coach labatafike bathi chance as discussing yini lo nguphi la khambe kabe khona, bakhulume labadlali ukuthi coach sine sibona engase sifala nala. Ngicabanga ukuthi bakwendile lokho bovele ekhaya bana Terrisai ukuthi labadlali bake bakhulume bona ukuthi kahle kahle yini lo lokungahambi kahle. Then labadlali bativa ba part of le team, bativa ba part of even nawe coach baya okay ngumjita lo, uyabona, because badlali siyabantu ngumjita lo. So lama results nje labathole lakusiyo ukuthi bawathole by mistake. Le tinvo letendeka behind the scene, in fact kuhlale kuthiwa Phathizwe before singene kule game kuhlale kuthiwa 80% ma preparations sho singilolo kwendeka le ngaphandle konke lapha egemini sengilo 20% nje ukuthi sesiya, but ke thine la investor kakhulu kulo last minute kulo 20% kanti lo 20% ngule groundini sesithikhanza sesiphethe netibuko ekhathi ema groundini.
One team lengumele itibuko nayo. Speaking of kuphatha tibuko e groundini, one team though that is struggling for Emma results and probably can use that mirror level since I cut a grounding is Denver Sundowns, Master.
Yeah, they
just can't seem to win. If they win, they can't keep the momentum. They played well against Leopards, but all I draw against local leaders, you'll understand. But babuye Emma results angasafuna khamba babekodliwa yimonini Pirates, babuye bakhala phansi ku Young Buffaloes, bebama underdogs, of course, you understand. But for them, Young Buffaloes, they are flying at some point, at times, but for Denver, yini inkinga?
Nakhona Phathizo ngicabanga ukuthi nawubuka indlela iDenver Sundowns lecala ngayo isizini tiba nengiletindzaba. In fact about a week ago sakhuluma ukuthi badlale abaka train the whole week bahamba bayodlala igame neMbabane Solos bayiluza 1-0, maybe lo mnye wathi vele le performance ibe ngcono nalokuthi ke beba recover phela naso recoverile so yabuya so yaqala phansi. Ngicabanga ukuthi Ikhabot Masosha, a very good coach, is very, very unlucky. Ukuthi akhanze lo mkhumbi wa Denver Sundowns cishe untengantenga uyabona kanzi mina ngibuka mina le philosophy nangibuka the style of play le ndlela lenda ngayo ngicabanga ukuthi bekangayisithi Denver Sundowns. I just hope ukuthi nakuphela le season i-pre-season abakhona ayicale kahle le season ahamba i-trainer le team but kudlala against i-Young Buffaloes ngicabanga ukuthi i-Young Buffaloes kubuya kunaya i-draw against Green Mamba vele bekutaba bayifuna le win le kakhulu because bayafuna lo competela i-league and ke kule game lena siyathi ukuthi akusiyo kuphela ukuthi bafuna i-league Saviola Sandile
we have a new top goal scorer.
Exactly, we have a new top scorer. In fact, leading goal scorer this season una 23 lamlandzelako una 21 and
washanga kuphela season
washa 23
so sabamkhanzile
wakhe i-record ukhanze equal i-record all time leading scorer in a single season yena Saviola Gametse last season wa break uphiwo wa break a record amasoye lebese ihlele about 12 years because Masoye bekashaya 18 ku 2008-9 so ngicabanga ukuthi for iYoung Buffaloes kuta kule game le vele bebayifuna le win and iDenver Sundowns ikanze bamvo vele labafuna lo mshini ngicabanga ukuthi boshisa kakhulu for iDenver Sundowns
ushaye hat-trick itolo Saviola
yes
kapho setene sithi ufuna kushanga khoma khona
uthi kuye okay uthi
Timbo sikhuluma
yes ufuna kusetha record about 26 amagoli 26-27 lafuna kumsetha shothi ufuna kufaka ipressure kuthi eminyakeni letako bantu kube likhulu maybe yena aphenza break record lakakhe
well I do believe it likhulu considering ukuthi ama team kutawo ehla 4 so 4 minus 4 teams lobongasha khona at least 12-15 goals njalo ku the teams that are past vele bakora kuwo kakhulu
in fact vele ngihlale ngisho kona Phathizo Masoye did it in style because the teams bekamancane phiwo last season ama teams uyabona 16 na Saviola so vele uyanga understand but having said that
you can't take the credit away.
The consistency.
For
the consistency.
We'll talk more Saviola is a game because the next game definitely gonna be there. And how he performs. And of course, kunalawo games must start like because of bad weather. The rules and regulation are beating a force measure. Highlanders Malanti, we'll skip that one because we do have visuals. We're going to talk about that further. But we have Green Mamba and Moneni. Lebe lead that or not. And the game, 65 minutes?
Yeah.
As Rafaela, well, gents, come on. The weather is familiar.
Yeah.
Please, from Green Mamba, they understand.
But Phathizo ngicabanga it's le game ingapheli. A disadvantage Green Mamba.
Yeah.
Le ndlela labadlala ngayo labe badlala ngayo Prince of Wales. Ukuthi bangachaya 2 goals against Monen Pirates ngicabanga ukuthi kulukhuni kubuya nangabe bolita 2-0 ubuye ushayela omnye 2 amagoli because sebanibonile ukuthi indlela kanjani yes bahlale banibukela kulama teams but le approach iyehluka because siyathi ukuthi NS Mavuso is a former Monen Pirates coach he knows the style of play uyabona but ngala iMonen Pirates yes bayibukela na iGreen Mamba but ngicabanga ukuthi bete with a different style of play hence bashaya 2 goals just before the 70th minute so kutaba likhulu kakhulu for iGreen Mamba ukuthi ibuyele ishaya not unless iMonen Pirates ayikayendi kahle homework yayo because lelanga lanamuhla analyze konke ukuthi nifephi kule game le nihambe nilungise kona then kusasa kuyapolisha because kusasa Tuesday ngiyadlala Wednesday kumele ngabe untrain kakhulu so ngicabanga ukuthi le tinvo leto start gaza sitawubona nama results Wednesday but I still give this one to yona iGreen Mamba.
We have Mbabane Swallows as well. Le yona 48 minutes already bese vele ilitanga 2-0 against Tambuti and Hlangana. I think we saw the pictures there. Very bad. Nakhona sorry it's Kelly's rather.
Yes.
Our bad for that mistake.
Yes.
Tabangulu Kelly's.
Yeah, Phathizo nawubuka ukuthi imbabano solo zihambile ya enhlangano yes ithabankulu khelisi travelile yaya enhlangano siyathi ukuthi labanenge babelieve ukuthi ethabankulu akubuye but for enhlangano it's a different stadium kune artificial turf yet bona their home ground natural grass so ngicabanga ukuthi for imbabano solos ine pressure kule game le because batawumele batawu-expecta ema-fans embabano solos atawu-expecta ukuthi imbabano solos iphinze imshaye lo 2 goals against yona ithabankulu khelisi itawuketch up ne-young buffaloes lewinile ne-royal leopard lewinile so ngicabanga ukuthi itaba likhulu kakhulu for imbabano solos but excuse me having said that ithabankulu khelisi we know they have a very good coach kunuro an experienced coach ngicabanga ukuthi ubonile ukuthi bafephi uyabona. On the other side, Imbalwana Solos, the experienced players labakhona, the individual brilliance sikatsile kule game le. So ngicabanga ukuthi both teams atasinike a very very good game but I still give this one to Imbalwana Solos.
Master, you know what's the most interesting part of this I've noticed, and I think I did mention this earlier, ukuthi kunebadlali lamathimini master. I'll call them the old guard.
Yeah.
They are still there. Ngibo labeli difference kule league esikuyo ngoma ngaya kephi team le performer kwa Premier League le lapha top 4 it's the senior players who are stepping up but le team lelanga sibukela Buffaloes you're talking of Saviola
na Sifiso Mazibuko
yeah kumbabana Solos the whole team almost the whole team reliable experience yabadlali you're talking of Bora Leopard bomzoro they are still there running up and down you're talking of bomlilo basekhona bo general bo junior we are kumbabana Highlanders bosikhali bakhona
experienced players
bomkhweli bakhona I mean the experience solo balapha and if the young players are not showing up it's going to be very difficult for them ukuthi bafike ba take over kulabadlali laba kepha ke master sihambile saya lena bose kalanga bengiseTambuti sengiseTambuti bengisemhlubu lapho khona iRoyal Leopards bedlala nayo iTambuti and it was a home game yona iRoyal Leopards ikudlaliwe ke umdlalo lengingasho ukuthi for iRoyal Leopards kude coach utafika athi umdlalo bolula but from where I was standing with my camera I was able to capture these moments. You tell me if it was easy for Royal Leopard or Tambuti kude wayona. Let's take a look at the highlights. Masibuya sawubeswa discuss further.
With things intense at the top of the log, much can be said at the bottom. Royal Leopards were out to continue with their quest to successfully defend the MTN crown. Ingwe Mabalabala are joint log leaders with Mbabane Highlanders on 58 points. And with just 5 games remaining, one needs a 100% record in the remaining games. Tambuti, who have their head on the chopping block, need all the points that they can possibly get to stay afloat. The team from Lubombo has 20 points and need at least 10 points to survive relegation. Leopards pressed for an early lead. Men's tallest shot was too comfortable for the keeper. Lungelo Tabete gave Leopard an upper hand, netting Leopards first. Ingwe Mabalabala were not slowing down, throwing all they can at the visitors, with Munzi Lamini's power shot saved by the keeper. The follow-up failing to find the back of the net. Junior Makakula came close for Leopards. His shot was way over the crossbar. The host continued piling pressure on Tambuti, but the only net they could find was the side net. It was all Leopards in the first 45 minutes of play as they enjoyed an 80-20 ball position. It was chance after chance, but goals weren't forthcoming. In the closing stages of the half, Tambuti came close, but it wasn't to be. Leopard dominance was quite evident and Tambuti were having a tough time containing them. Thabiso Mukukwana secured Leopard in a match where the defending champions needed all the goals they could possibly score. Tabete knitted Leopards to the delight of their fans. The keeper almost made a blunder of an easy ball, seeing a 1-2 back pass falling in the way of Bongani Nzimanze. The hosts were combining well up front, their only letdown being the final touch. Leopard were very much in control of the match with 90% of the chances falling their way. The keeper was called to the rescue once again. That's all the action would see on the day, with Royal Leopard taking all 3 points and getting a much needed 3 goals to maintain their position at the top.
Convincing win, master, from Royal Leopard. You're looking into the labadlale ngayo, the goal emagoli bawashayile. Beautiful goals lamanye, in terms lamanye beautiful because lishaye kahle, lelinye beautiful from build up. Mahle nje ngendlela lehlukile, master. What can you say about the whole performance of the team?
The Royal Leopard nawubuka indlela abaperforma ngayo against Tambuti emhlume, bevele bete kulate game lena bafuna kuyiwina, bafuna kuyinqoba. Nawubuka nangalendlela abadlale ngayo, Thabiso Mankonkwane, Lungelo, Junior, Mzoro, Sifiso. So ngicabanga ukuthi bonke bebafuna vele ukuthi bayiwine le game le. Kudlala, yes, they were host, but away because emhlume
well bafaka ukuthi bahostela kalanga, but kalanga bese Highlanders.
Yes.
So
bahostela emhlume. But the way vele nawubuka indlela beba attack ngayo, and this is what I like about Thabiso Mankonkwane. If atophuma ayisayidini, yabona, uyaphakamisa lamehla abuke ekhathe boxing ukuthi kunabani. And for Royal Leopard, because if udlala ngalungelo udlale naye Thabiso, veni lomunye nakaphuma la khathe boxing, ngilesihlale sikutshela bo coach ukuthi sorry ama teams ukuthi once a player waphuma ekhathe boxing kanzi is a number 9, uyabona, Thabiso uphumile ekhathe boxing ungenile lungelo, nakayifaka le cross iyamkhanza yena lungelo ekhathe boxing. So every player in la teamini uyawakora emagoli. Ngako leli goal lecala sisho ukuthi this is a beautiful goal. Look at that. Look at the run yakhe uyema kancane because umela ukuthi le bhola ize ifike. Le understanding between lama players Royal Leopard ngicabanga ukuthi kulenye level, because ku-understanda ku-time irani yakho usuke wathi ukuthi le player ugijima kanganani, usuke wathi ukuthi utayifaka nini ibhola ekhathe boxing. So ngicabanga ukuthi they played very well. They
had chances. You're looking at ngendlela beba attack ngayo, and surprising master mawubona ukuthi Royal Leopard, the attacking team, inet number itinga ke boxing. Tambuti lebe defensive still iconic volleyball.
and ngalesikhathi iTambuti ithi ifuna recover ithi ingeta le nombolo then bathatha lama shots outside the box simbonile Junior ayithatha outside the box simbonile Sifiso ayithatha outside the box. That's how you should play as a team. If sebathi banikremile banibona ukuthi okay ngeta le nombolo la khatse boxini, look at the numbers eTambuti if irwale part ingaba attacking adlala the 1-2s bayafaka tibe nge 3-4 but he should have done better. He should have done better. He should have, in fact mina bengiexpecta ukuthi abuyise le bhola ngemva kancane because Junior bekalandzela la ngemva kancane angasayifaki le khatse epalini ayiconzanise na goalkeeper.
Yeah, they had efficiencies nabo bona bayo iTambuti master, even though well the finishing wasn't so convincing, but bebafika boxing, good cross, and of course every time you'll find the Leopards attacking.
Listen, Patiz, that chance literally Tambuti, give that chance to Skull because their next fixture is against Imbabana Highlanders. Yeah. Give that chance against Skull. He will punish them. I think
look at
the likes
goal,
of the likes of Yena Zulu ngicabanga ukudzinga ukuthi benesho ukuthi once le cross yangena mina as a number 5 because I'm taller this chance look at the numbers of Emma players. Tame Zulu is late, yeah. very late. Le nje bekumele ukuthi at least
uyambona ukuthi ngibona lokungayo ukuthi Phumlane Mlamuli was supposed to be picking that player because Zulu beka covenang lo langendas lebe sebaswapha ema position
as a number 5 because as a number 5 when we are communicator we are in fact lo number 4 uyamtshela ukuthi maka usale wena ukhavala ngemva. I think the communication maybe because it's still new in the team lokushouta nayo usati limiter but as an experienced player kumele ukuthi akulungise lokho.
Yeah, because if you let it flow uyabona ukuthi
even number 3 I feel like because Patizo ngibukela lamanye ama highlights itolo you don't do that why ushape instead of ukufaka linyawo uprotect i-cross ingangena khase boxini. Why
yabona ukuthi lemvu ngisho ukuthi
then the free header
had it missed le thule ya beyithola umdlalo
even kunemidlalo ngalinge enhlanga le
bese kamshila ajakele ku cover lapha abona ukuthi Mlamuli akakhona kumaka but Leopard from that counter ihambe yoshal goal. Another I'll say buka le build up yabo kuleli goal, the passing, the movement, look at this.
Beautiful. Ubona kahle la 4 players labadlala lebhola le 4 players ichamuka ngale ngenhlanga le ku right back iyafika ingena kulungelo iphasela Junior uzama kuyidlala uzama ku create space lapha uyifaka ku Thabiso kulungelo uyifakela Mankonkwana. It's a beautiful goal
Nangilungelo.
This is what we call fast break because if fast break involve the more players nesikhathi lesincane kuyo i-roll the quick passing ngiyo le basitako ngicabanga ukuthi nyalo seba understand njengoba sisho ukuthi nake fika Thabiso Mankonkwana bekukunengi lokunga understandani the way the team plays but nyalo so nayo indlela ladlala ngayo but nyalo soyabona ukuthi the players ba understandana sebayati ukuthi uma ngigijima ngibheka le ngidamkhanza sibanibanya so ngicabanga ukuthi it's a good team goal.
Look at this.
Beautiful goal.
We don't see finishing like that lakangwane so often.
But ke Patizo before sikhuluma ngaleli goal you see the way apase ngayo Junior. Look at that. He understands ukuthi once wabakule position leya he can kill. Yabona akayifakeli lokho ayibise ngala ngakhona ngapenalty pot kick uyifake nje direct yabona le pass yahamba direct then the finish beautiful. Njoba ngisho Patizo ukuthi a team lefuna kuwina i-title lefuna kuwina i-championship uyibona ngaloko if angakori Lungelo uyakora yena Thabiso if angakori Thabiso Junior look at that
about the finish
look at that man. Top corner akuse magoli lawa lesihlale swabona international but
hayi man
swabonile this past weekend
Yeah, and if you look at the whole team, Master Mabale Embiid, Juna had so many options. But you know, Juna, the way he's special, he'll pick the hardest. He'll pick the one you don't see.
But before I pass ifikele those players bekungenteka noma ngayini bekungathola ukuthi iya intercept abona ukuthi ngale I right back yayo iTambuti ingene isekhathe kakhulu. So the space we understand that only clever players understand this because utayifaka le ball aba intercept. Yes, the options were there, but ngibani labeka ne space lesingase sikhudlonyana lataba ne option ukuthi akhele le ball.
And to make it even ibonakala lokuthi how difficult it was or smart the pass was. Ngendlela la ifaka ngayo Junior.
Look at the space ngale ngendlela. Look at the space.
And lokuthi uyifaka behind. Ayi in front of them. Uyifaka behind. Lokuthi for I defender yathi ukuthi kumele I close in. Yebo nangu decide to close
up. Kakhulu kule slow motion.
Yeah.
The delay ukuthi angijaki lokuyifaka le bhola asesela eceleni kwami. Akahambe. Yabona
bese mind ukuthi
aka off bese sengiyamfakela le bhola.
Weight of the pass.
Exactly.
Assist number
20
this season.
Only this season. Assist number 20, 15 goals. That's about 35 contribution in a single season. Imagine
goals.
Shosi more than half of magola contributile yena Junior Makakula.
How
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's world class.
Oh no, it's beautiful. Those are the numbers Fabricas Ozil.
Oh yes.
Will pull in day out.
I think this season. Sure. I think this season we are spoiled of choice.
We are not necessarily being spoiled of choice. It's a difficult choice, Master.
Yeah.
You got Saviola doing crazy numbers. Una Scali doing crazy numbers.
You have Junior
doing crazy numbers. Tabete not so far doing crazy numbers.
Mazibuko
kule Buffalo doing crazy numbers.
So this season it's a crazy season. It's a crazy season. And then even the goalkeepers, because Mbabana Highlanders goalkeeper has been wonderful this season.
Buffaloes, Swallows.
So this season, it's a crazy season, I must say. A crazy season.
Well, Master Beng, that's I want to say without Temba, the selection committee will make the right decision. But with what has happened before,
yeah.
Temba lamselncane.
Partizan ngabakutsi luckily we have the numbers. We have some of the visuals. We have almost because ukhuluma ngade players lesikhuluma ngabo.
Yeah.
Le contribution yabo kulama teams abo.
Yeah.
Go on record. I want to believe because last season ngaba kancane because bekude mhlambe thine besithi lamandla ekubakhombisa yes bekakhonjiswa ama games somewhere else but thine lakithi this season ngicabanga sinathi ukutamele sivele sidlala inzima lenkulu because all the players they are performing well.
Yeah, last season they committed a fraud angathi or we call it criminal or anything else labakwenda ukuthi banganiki one of the most well deserving player elebeka ngayithola yona a player of the year. Kepha ke sikhona lo hlelo njengaloko umdlali lapha ku Mbabana Highlanders Sabelo Skhalenzinis, he's still going for that top goal scorer award and he's still in contention for yona a best player of the year njengaloko saka ayithola a player of the month. Let's see ukuthi against Malanti in a game legcina ngakapheli sitakubona konke lokho. Let's take a look at the highlights. Tase master lebeka naye on the ground asitshele ukuthi kwahamba njani.
With games coming in thick and fast and so many records at play, Mbabana Highlanders were out to maintain their spot at the top of the log when they hosted the Basement Boys Malanti at the Galanga Technical Center on Sunday afternoon. In an equally intense match, Malanti were going to take all their chances. Pilane Mkonfo had the first real chance at goal from a set-piece position. Minutes later, he got yet another chance, which he squandered. Kenneth Muloto's cross was not threatening at all. Sepo Chaine header was close but not too close. Malanti were awarded a place kick just outside the penalty box. However, Malanti failed to take advantage, seeing the ball safely collected by the keeper. Malanti looked like a team rejuvenated, taking their chances. The referee was not having it at all after fans and the technical bench called for a penalty for a foul on Sikali. Finally, a call that went in Highlanders' favor. Kenneth fouled just outside the box. Sikali on target as he capitalized on the loose ball to take a crucial 1-0 lead to half-time. Sikali almost doubled Highlanders' lead. Malanti were also throwing numbers up front, their attempt saved by the keeper. Malanti equalized the courtesy of Muhle Shiba 10 minutes before the game was stopped due to bad weather. Busmuzi Vilagati missed out on a glorious chance to restore Highlanders' lead, with Sikali calling for a handball. With the clock ticking, Highlanders were getting all the chances and the sense of urgency was felt. With 9 minutes remaining on the clock, the match had to be abandoned due to darkness, thunder and lightning. Lucky escape for the Mbabane Giants, who were under pressure to win, and this gives them time and space to replan and regroup.
Another game, Master, yadlalwa yangapheli, but the game itself, Master, sesiqale lapho. Bekanjani game before cancel and all that.
Partizo, if Mbabane Highlanders they don't win the league, they have themselves to blame.
Sure, kanjani.
Reason number one, kushintsha kwa coach.
Timing and all that.
Yes, even I'm not even sure ukuthi is it the right person to lead Mbabane Highlanders to glory. Yes, ema decision la wentile kule game le. Ngicabanga ukuthi akhombisa ukuthi is not ready to lead a big team like Mbabane Highlanders. Ngikhulunyiswa inphathizo ngikhulunyiswa ukuthi the way Mbabane Highlanders yayidlala ngayo ku Midfield bekunandolo kunamenzi then Phila ala ngaphambili kwabo kancane. Iyadlala igame, yes, Phila abengeke egamini kakhulu Phila Mkhondo bekumele ukuthi bamshintshe. Inayidlala igame ukhokha menzi kanzi menzi nguye lo bambe lesisu le Midfield, and frustration ema fans yabonakala, even the fans bamangala ukuthi kanzi kwente njani. So ngicabanga ukuthi and ngaleso sikhathi nzaba still usebenchini, so ngicabanga ukuthi kumele ukuthi bathi blame bona if they don't win the league. But having said that, Malanti Chiefs on the day they came prepared.
Yeah.
They came prepared. Yes, Highlanders balithola igoli ekuqala, but if Malanti Chiefs now ibuka kule game le, because they have experienced players. Pinda Gininza was playing in the midfield, was holding the midfield, and kule midfield bebadlalisa phinda then the 2 number 10s and the 3-man midfield yayidominator imbabana Highlanders. Yes Ndolo abezama umbona lothi the individual brilliance iyafuna lokuphuma la kuye, but iMalanti Chiefs on the day, yes they didn't create so many chances, but the midfield iyadlala kangcono.
What was this?
This was a foul, but if I lenganikwanga, I feel like ngoba ifoul lengaphandle kwelibhokisi. I feel like ifoul lengaphandle kwelibhokisi.
Okay.
Yes, it's a foul. But ayikayitholi ke
man master. Ifoul lengaphandle kwelibhokisi. Look at Scully's right foot. So sekhathe boxing Scully.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sekhathi no ibhola uqala even le bhola
let it flow a bit. Mangayithi kancane a step a bit forward. Sengakendekile full contact. Sengakendekile full contact.
But yaqala ngaphandle.
Yabo la buka la.
Yes la besangena
ngaphandle ngomunye ikhathi la.
So songenile. Yes songenile. But le contact yaqala ngaphandle.
Ngidawufuna ukuthi master remember igame I think was MTN8 between Pirates and Celtic in South Africa, because it's a league lesibukela kakhulu. Kwaba ne foul on one of Pirates players labambamba, and the analysts on their show lefana nalena sebakhulumisa lemidlalo bathi wathi Rafael, I think it was Isingqobo, who said lo mthetho webhola uthi ubuka la igcina khona le foul.
But yes, sakuthi nje phathizwe basidida because i-ref watch was it Man City of what kukhona lapho khona le action yaqala ngaphandle, and washo lo Rafael ukuthi la kuqala khona le action hayi la kugcina khona le action. So ngilangifike bese sengidideka khona ukuthi imithetho interpret, but nje konke phathizo lokho le foul ayiniketwanga imbabana Highlanders la.
That was a bad decision from
very bad decision, but we understand ke phathizo ema decision la. Okay, angingasho ukuthi siya understand, but kunekhala kubantu ngendzaba yabo Rafaela bethu.
Okay.
Temkosi uwine ema playoff referee of the season iminyaka ebang2 ilandzelana.
And the tournaments
ma tournaments ngonyama cup bo Eswatini Bank. Then last year wase yaqala uyaphucwa lama games.
Why?
We don't know the politics abo Rafael.
Was it based ukuthi akakhona ukuperforma? If that's the case,
but if
when West referees must
exactly nalokuthi kude lama games lamakhulu labake lakhale kujaja yena khona. This season uhlajaja ama games aka festive, a top referee,
one of the best, a FIFA referee,
one of the best.
Sinakakla FIFA referee 6 including the ladies.
Yes, 6.
So thatha FIFA referee
simfaka first division sithathe labanye la lengiva ngathi lama mistakes abamaningi kakhulu, lo msindvo uba mningi kakhulu sibanike bona, and some labasetele experience, because I still remember nje game here one of Emma big games emavuso, one of Emma referees lengicabanga ukuthi mina usakhula bamniketa le game yamehlula, but one of Emma referees lana experience uthola ama games lamancane. In fact kuthi game lenkulu ayitholile this season.
From not so long ago, beka top referee in the country. It's disappointing stuff. Let's call it on Kamalanga if Rafaela they don't feel appreciated. But he called the foul la as Umbona Tamgose, and it was given Scully, no mistakes.
Yeah, Scully, as always Patizo, time a run end, kubona opportunity as a striker. Ngicela ngithi as a striker kudzinga ukuthi ube sniper, ushaye bangagats. Lapho wonke umuntu angagathi. That's a good finish, but the defending, because if utawubeka Scully ngaphambili kwakho kanje umbeke kule side la tawukhona khona ku control, at least mbekele ngala, because I left inyawo lakhe la left li weaker kancane, mbekele ukuthi abuye ngala, ungamniketi ngala ka right wakhe, ungamniki la strong
kakhona, move in front of the ball.
Exactly, but now even babona Highlanders watholile ama chances, but yangakhona ukuthi capitalize ku
most of them, those chances falling to Scully. Athola kube nguye lothola ama chance, and yakora ngamuhle iMalanti, but the game couldn't be finished. Yangapheli
game Pathizo siyathi ukuthi kalanga kunenkinga ukuthi kude ma lights. Number 2, litulu beselivele lilibi kakhulu, and kumisa le game uthi wena ufuna litulu line liphele beku out, because
uyabona le manyatha lapho vele wabaleka
uyabona go out, because nitawumela siphi isikhathi ngoba kude Malambo kalanga.
Yeah, ngihlale ngithi mina masa I'm looking at these pictures tethu ukuthi kumnyama sawamba la ngibona ithombe lethu.
Yes.
Kuthi kumnyama kanje. And our cameras always enhance this form ukuthi sikhanye kangcono. And if ngabe le camera keep this picture shothi it was west.
No, vele bese kungasabonakala mbamba.
Wathuka ngisho na coach. Yeah, it was bad.
Waphoceleleka yena Themkoso kaDlamini ukuthi igame vele ay cancel. Lengicabanga ukuthi
kune ma comments la I think it was all over the social networks. To imbabana Highlanders yabona ukuthi yadliwa. Yasayisabona isafuna ikudlala. Is that the case though?
No. Akusiwo kanjalo Phathizo. Yes, be under pressure Highlander. Kule game le be under pressure because iMalanti Chiefs bosayibona lo isawa lamagiya isaya kusawangeta iMalanti Chiefs.
So kube yachubeka le game lobeka the next person lobeka ngakora bokungaba iMalanti.
Be iMalanti Chiefs. Ngicabanga ukuthi Sly ngeke wendela ama mistakes la wendile against Malanti Chiefs.
Iphele kanjalo ke game yaphela ngegoal linye ngale nangale lapho khona imbabana Highlanders bethe ngamaphuzu lamathathu nayo iMalanti yawathinga because mabuka lock position as we gonna take a look at the log standing ukuthi
sengicala kumbeliever Spoko man
makathi
after the performance nakasi i-relegation in fact wangitshela last week ukuthi 3 points bataqala kumthatha Highland.
Oh
yeah,
but let's take a look at kuyo ilok standing le khona ephambi kwethu ngasikhonzet right now. Leopards ihleli esiqongweni nga61 points now. 61 points mas 61 ilanselwa ngeyimbabana Highlanders nga58 in a game in hand. Take us through at the top 4 because kahle nyala the most interesting part is the top 4 and the bottom 4.
Nangibuka le log itolo ngitsite again Mbabana Highlanders ayikadlali okay game cancel bane game in hand but still bangaphambili kwe Young Buffaloes. Oh okay, Young Buffaloes kodwa ya draw vele against iGreen Mamba. It's going to be tough because i-Royal Part iya ku Mbabana Highlanders next game before after the game ye Malanti Chiefs nayo imbabana Highlanders. And nawubuka lendlela letiminyitelana ngayo lapha ngalama fixture letawo because imbabana Solos Young Buffaloes. So kutaba lukhulu kakhulu but advantage Royal Part. Royal Part.
Yeah.
Because bona already ema points about 12 bahlete isicongweni bana 61. Pressure mbabana Highlanders because they have to win. They have to win against Malanti Chiefs and their next game after Malanti Chiefs, Royal Part. Nalapo they have to win if they really want to win a league.
You know, teams like Buffaloes and Royal Part ngasho ukuthi basenhlanhleni as things stands right now because badlala labanga lesithathu.
Barestile.
Bona bataresta. They can even give the players 2 days to recover because the time of the season is taxing.
Yeah.
So bangabaniketa more time to recover because I know for sure ukuthi Royal Party cancel the training yabo and morning training morning sessions. I don't know about afternoon but morning session by cancel because babonile ukuthi abasadlali so abarest.
Vele ngicabanga sikugcineka lokho Phathizo le recovery kulabadlali. In fact i-Royal Party because behambile yawudlala emhlume. So vele namuhla bekugcina kusekuseni the players bathi restan. Young Buffaloes behambile ise Big Bend nakhona kugcina kusila abadlali bekugcina kusila abadlali namuhla bathi restan. But njoba sisho ukuthi ngalesithathu iyadlala iSwallows idlala neThabangulu.
But before we get to that, I want to check the bottom half. Kusitona time kanjani. Sibuke khona ukuthi nakhona cause lamanye amateam abo khona nje adlala nayo. Lama team laseTulu.
Yeah.
So we Tambuti beko khala phansi kuyo iRoyal Part. Malanti they're looking at collecting their 3 points master njalo ku akuthembisile Spoko. Rangers hlulekile kuthola ama point ya draw. Watinyosi got their 3 points. Look at them now. And Monene Pirates neMilling Hotspurs and Denver Sundowns. They're not quite safe from relegation.
But Monene Pirates if they lose their next game against Green Mamba because they lose vele. If bayiluza le game leyo bahlala ku 25 points still and if Malanti Chiefs if because there is a big if if Malanti Chiefs iwina le game late 23 bashiyana nga 2 points
Seyanyukela
so
pha.
sekuyanyukela for Imonen Pirates still nabo bakulenkulu I danger because abadlali kahle so ngicabanga ukuthi itinyosi titendele favor kakhulu kuwina against Seabirds because bana 22 they need 3 kuthi benyuke bahlale lapha ku Imonen Pirates so ngicabanga ukuthi nangala ngentazi as much as sibuke ngale ngenhla but nangala ngentazi kulama games lasele kusetaw Johnsisana kakhulu
yasichazeni ngalama team la ngo 1 2 3 4 lapha ku relegation zone every other coach ku post match or on the street asehle thina asehle sokuthi litawehla mhlambe bathi lesingakwathi ukwayithinta evingile liphelile kepha ke wonke umvu lapha uthi asethi ni interview coach Tambuti I'll say coach because on official papers kunaye but mangibuka lapha bekungu ube umlamulizwane lobeka teacher out instructions you know King Clay uhlala amile aselayinini and he's very animated
exactly
uhlala performer every day but uhleli nyalo pass in 90 minutes kusukuma mlamuli wabuya uma interviews kweta kwangethi mlamuli kwase kudayina King Clay and lokunye iThambuthi maya kule game beyite kokomapha including amabhola ite makhona
but ke Phathizwe
Dimfo ngikhulumile na manager wabo ngasho ngathi yathi ukuthi Dimfo letincane kanjalo limata imindset yabadlali ukuthi already uyadlala team ne Leopards but vele kune Dimfo lotetona uyalimala psychologically
angikho organized
ngencane uthi ke ukhala ngenfo yinye basola khala ngayo this season nyalo sey winter master seqala winter sesheshe kwemnyama
yes
uthi bajima 30 minutes because badlali ngale ba 7 bebethe gym nemva umsebenzi 30 minutes ephela igym khuluma ngale phatha gym ekseni ntambama obvious the performance itawehluka kepha ke uthi the abaka give up they still going to fight for yonke ema point lasele nyalo kulawo ma games elasele lang 4 bathi bona lawo ma point la ngakho ngababeka enzaweni lenhle sibili and every other team njengaloko Master Rangers isho the same thing tinyosi tisho the same thing yona Malanti isho the same thing nayo ke iThambuthi isho kona lokho ukuthi ayinzawo sitabuka ukuthi mabangayinzawo who are they playing next kubuka ukuthi labo labadlalako kume kanjani batawukhona indlela ukuthi realistically bathole lawo maphuzu elaba wafuna ko master
kulukhuni Phathizwe if now utawubuka lama midweek fixtures
uma midweek seka extend seka postponiwe master in because signal midweek le replace
no so ngisho lama replace because iMalanti Chiefs they in action iyadlala Thabangulu Kellies they in action yes bona
safe Imonen Pirates
Imonen Pirates ayikho safe njoba ngishilo ukuthi iyadlala bana 25 ama point badlala neGreen Mamba already bebaluza kule game le njoba ngishilo ngathi kudzinga ukuthi a clever coach uto analyzer kakhulu ukuthi balimele kuphi analyze ukuthi bebabashanga kuphi but nangibuka mine le game le njoba ngisho ukuthi I still give this game kuyo iGreen Mamba ukuthi iwine le game against Imonen Pirates
all the games will be played la bekadlala khona I think solo sichubeka khona Kings of Buza babana Highlanders yakalanga laba baya Prince of Wales
leshintshile ngathi ngile Green Mamba leshintshile ungathi ye Big Ben
yakmayaluka ye Green Mamba so the games aqala ngabo 2 entambama letabadlala khona kuleto tenkondla we still waiting for a Premier League ukuthi ikhiphe a statement official statement kusho ukuthi ngabe lemidlalo itawubhadaleka kanjani because eyibabukeli lapha ngathi bathanze bhola sebatawusha ngemfo iphinziwe master ukuthi sengaphindze kumele ngigibele if things are normal sekunormal situation master lama games la ngakho kumele ngene mahala take in mind ukuthi babukeli they are spending a lot of money traveling yakhumbula ukuthi sekubo 100 and something ngenhlanga just one i-return uthinga 210 just for le game uthinga almost 200 because kumele udle
ngibuka wona nje the two teams babane solo zihambile enhlangano babana Highlanders iya stake so kulukhuni for ema football fans ukuthi anga travelisha in a space of 3 days uspend imali engaka ku same venue
same game
ngicabanga ukuthi kulukhulu kakhulu but I hope i-Premier League kusasa kukhona leta kukhokha isho ukuthi iba compensate kanjani ema fans because they are loyal kumele sibahloniphe kakhulu si understand nesimo ukuthi sime kanjani
because before comments because mabuka kusilama game adlala midweek ngesithathu so most of people bataba sem17 lalaba ngakhona kuyobukela ima game most of them laba ngakhona ku7 so batawu balance kanjani so we expecting well nombolo atikabe ngileti impressive since babuyile balandzele but do hope ukuthi kuta improve lokho imidlalo ichubeka more especially and next season lapho sigathe kusonke team 40 set normal master thank you so much for your time angifuni ukufaka spotlight nyala sekudlala ama games a Wednesday ndakuniketa kuselelo 3 games masibuya Monday kutsala ungitshela ukuthi kwehlabani
okay lapho kwasala lo 3 games
after you weekend games
after lama games yabo after lama games kuyadlala Wednesday after lama games
match 27
yes after lama games lawo
then Monday the champion who's going down
lo wehlako ngiyakutshela i-champion
nalo tamphetela eAfrica
yes
thank you so much for your time
ngibonga mina Phathiso
sibonga kakhulu nakuwe mbukeli sibonga kakhulu kuso sonke na the sports crew who are behind and the technical crew of course laba behind this successful production of Libhola Eswatini mina Phathiso Msibi ngicikwe mnanzi kuhlala nawe solo sibukela sigcingitsa wona emidlalo le endekile kule mphela sonto uchubeka uthotele letinye inhlelo lesekulethela tona sengumsakazo we Eswatini TV good night